who's your hero?
So historically, it's always been my parents. They came to this country at 22 years old. I lived in a studio apartment the size of a third of this stage with 7, 8 family members. Like, it was like, my dad used to wake up before I saw him and got home after I went to sleep, just worked. So there's nobody even within their realm. However, I will say this, brother. Lately I've realized there is a certain other thing that inspires me to no end. So I live in Manhattan, and I take a lot of flights because I travel a lot, and a lot of those flights are day trips. So I actually take a lot, especially in the last 10 years, a lot of 6 a.m. flights. So if you take a 6 a.m. flight, you're kind of leaving the apartment at like 4:30, right? And there's something that's just so obvious to me. When I'm leaving at 4:30, like today would have been a perfect day, when it's like dark and gloomy. And you know, I live in a city and we're going to Newark or JFK or LaGuardia, so I'm driving through the city usually to get to one of the airports. And you know, it's like 4:30 and like you just woke up, and even though I'd like to close my eyes in the car, I'm up. So like, I'm just kind of like looking out the window. This is the scene that I just always, you kind of wipe off the, right? And I'm looking out the window. These humans, this is what gets me to gratitude. The amount of people I see, you know, I'll just paint you the picture. That 52-year-old woman that I see coming out of the subway at 4:55 a.m. How do I deal with it? With 2 bags in her hand. And I start making up scenarios, brother. I'm like, man, she just lost her husband. I'm serious, this is what I do. This is back to mental training. What I'm training there is gratitude, right? This woman's, it's 4:55 in the morning. She's got 2 bags carrying shit. I'm like, she might have lost her husband recently. She has 3 kids to take care of. This is her 2nd job now. She's doing 6 to 9 before she goes into, you know what I mean? And it's just like, that person, the people out there that grin, like bite their tongue and just put their head down to provide financially and emotionally for their family with all sorts of adversity and don't complain. That person, bro, for me is number 1.